Hi folks, Dave with DBS Tech Talk. Today we're going to talk about the KZ ZSN Pros. I want to thank Farcel the Wizard for sending these for review. If you haven't checked out Farcel's channel, there will be a link down below. He's a great friend of the channel, and we've done some live streams together and shared some gear. And ZSN Pros were sent in by him for review. Well, I'll be honest right up front. Can't love them all. All right, let's get the positives out of the way. They're purple. That's really cool. I like the purple. They have a detachable cable. It's 2-pin. See if I can get that connected. They play well with foam tips. They have really good sounding bass. Now for the rest of the review. They are clunky and thick and uncomfortable to my ears. They have a weird angle. So when they go in my ear and you just stick it in there normal, the cable actually does not fit around my ear. So I actually have to angle them a little differently so that the cable will go around my ear and fit. But then it kind of keeps trying to pull out from behind my ear. So these do not fit my ears well, even with foam tips in. Now they're snug in there. They're not going to pull out, like fall out. But they're just heavy and have a weird shape and don't sit in my ear well. And then the way that that cable goes around just doesn't fit well on my ear. They have this weird silver grill outer shell thing. Not a big fan of that. Wish it was a different color. Maybe had a different design. Kind of makes it a little too noticeable for people. I don't like people knowing what earphone I have in my ear. I like them to be a little more bleh looking, I guess you could say. A little more plain colored, but I'm nitpicking on that. This cable is awful. It has way too long of an area that goes from the earphone to the split. And when you have them in your ear, the split comes to my belly button. And that causes these to just twist up and tangle, whether they're on me or not. If you have them coiled up because you're, transporting them or storing them, when you take them out, it'll take you 2 to 3 minutes just to untangle the headphone. It's just really annoying. This cable is trash. As I was saying, the build has a really weird angle, and as you can see, it kind of has this little thumbprint or indent right there, and that goes on the ear and just presses down. And for me, it just causes fatigue. I cannot wear these for very long. I find them very uncomfortable, and they're constantly doing that ear thing. Sound-wise, the positive of sound is the bass. The bass is nice and plentiful, has good impact, nice thump. Bass heads would be happy with these if you can get a proper seal. Highly recommend foam tips. With the silicones, the bass kind of goes away a little bit. With foams, it brings it in nicely, makes it nice and thick. It's very fun, has decent details. It's not the greatest, but again, for the price tag of these, it's pretty well done. The bass is very, very pleasurable. It doesn't separate out sub bass, mid bass, and upper bass really well. It does struggle in the details a little bit and in the clarity, but you definitely can hear some of the details. It's not merging them all together. It does clump some together, some songs together, just kind of depends on the way the mix is made. It bleeds into the mids though, but that's a good thing because it actually warms them up just a little bit and adds a little bit of full bodiness to them, because these are recessed mids. And when I say recessed, I mean really recessed. This is quite the V-shaped in-ear according to my ears. The mids do take a step back. They can sound somewhat thin on some recordings, and also the vocalist always sounds a little bit behind the instruments. The placement is just a little off. The mids don't sound natural. They have a metallic sound to them, a little bit, excuse me, a little bit of just off timbre. They just don't sound accurate to me. It has a metallic sound to them. And then in the upper mids, lower treble going into the mid treble, there is a shoutiness and aggressiveness, and it adds in grain to the sound, and these can be very fatiguing to my ears. It has just this way of presenting details, and where it can sound shouty, it can sound aggressive. The rest of the treble is fine, adds in nice clarity and has a nice airiness to it, but it has just this tone where it's metallic and it can sound sibilant and sharp in that upper mids, lower treble to mid treble region. And I don't care for it. Soundstage is small. It's on the intimate side. I do not find it to be very wide. These are not good for gaming. And they don't have real good placement and separation either. It's adequate, but at times it'll just kind of over here. But most things are kind of more right here around your head. And for the price tag, you can do better. If you like bass, but you want wider soundstage and more natural sound, go with the Advanced Sound Nismo Juniors. Well, I know they're for gaming, but they actually sound really good for music. And they have better bass that has better details and clarity, more controlled treble, and more forward mids. If you like a wide soundstage and you love bass and you like something to be smooth and fun, and that is actually cheaper, go with the Monoprice 9927s. These things are incredible for the price tag on them, and they're more comfortable. The Advanced Sound S2000s are better than these, have a more neutral sound to them. The Advanced Sound Elise, smaller and more comfortable, and just a better overall balanced sound. The Blonde BL03s, better bass, more clarity in the mids, and a rolled back treble that is just smooth and relaxed. All better than the KZ ZSN Pros. I'm sorry, but can't like everything, and I do not like the KZ ZSN Pros. It's been Dave with DBS Tech Talk. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Speaking of next videos, somewhere floating on the screen is a subscription link. If you haven't already, please check that off. And then don't forget to hit the notification bell. Also, that way you'll know when the next video is uploaded. And if you really like this channel and you would like to support it, or you have questions, check out the links down below. Thanks.